Life, 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 life. I don't know any people or anybody who know that song the way that I know it, but when I heard that song hits, okay? Because sometimes life be lifing, okay? Anybody in the comments, just let me know how life is lifing for you, because life be lifing. And I mean that to the fullest extent. So it's a epidemic of people waking up feeling like they just living to pay bills, feeling like they not free for real. They feeling lost. They feeling like they were lied to. I mean, I gotta say, at some point, I felt the same way. 2 years ago, when I was waking up, it was not an easy process. And I gotta say, I don't think it's an easy process for anybody, and it never will be. But the good thing about it is you're woke. It's clicking. It's clicking, Steven. One thing you gotta know is you're not alone on this. You're not alone about how you feel. You're not alone with the ideas, the worries. I know so many people personally that could really relate to all that you feel. For the people who's actually feeling it. Now, this message is not going to resonate with everyone, but for the people that it does resonate with, you're not alone. You're not alone. Okay? We all in this together, and we should unify, really. We should unify and uplift and encourage one another, because we all in this together, really. Living in America is not an easy thing. Living in America is not an easy thing. I feel like living all over the world is not an easy thing. You gotta pay bills everywhere in the world. You're not free nowhere unless you're off the grid. When you get off the grid, that's a whole different topic, a whole different story. We're here. We're live. We're still moving. We're still working. We're still going, and we're not letting nothing stop us. Not even the thoughts that we're having about this situation, this stipulation, the BS that we're going through, because this is some BS, okay? I was listening to that song Earth is Ghetto. If you never heard that song, go look it up. The thumbnail is going to be pretty much a representation of three generations. When she is singing that song, honey, it hits my soul. And nowadays we need things to hit our soul, like the truth, because the truth ain't gonna do much but hit your soul. When the truth set in for real, when you start to feel it, when you're waking up and the hairs on the back of your neck is standing up, and you've got this eerie feeling like you ain't all right, and nowadays you're just trying to make it to the next paycheck, and you're trying to make it to the next day, and one more week and I'll be all right, making it to the next meal, because that's hard sometimes. You don't even know where it's gonna come from for real. Anybody who's feeling like this, be encouraged. You're doing good. Stay strong. That's the only thing we can do at this time. We know what we up against for real. When you start to dig and do the research, understand certain things, look within, do the inner work, let the knowledge seep into your soul, everything's going to make sense. That's kind of the goal here. Because nowadays they want to take our common sense from us. They don't want us to think for ourselves. Look at the technology has advanced. Technology is no longer the same way that it used to be, and it's for a reason. You have a smartphone for a reason. It's called a smartphone for a reason, and the smartphone really does everything for you. You don't really have to do much. Nowadays, if you want to check on what the translation of a word is, you can just go on Google. And you gotta know, well, let me tell you a little secret. When you look on Google, erase your history, okay? Any history you got, erase it, Okay, just a little tidbit there for you, just to help you out, just in case you didn't know. But yeah, so I just want you to know that everything's gonna be all right. You know, we're raising a vibration. We are one by one, each of us, each souls, each spirits that are no longer wanting to be like everyone else or be cloned, who actually want to think for themselves and want to understand what's really going on in the world, and not turning a blind eye to BS and just letting other people decide for us what's okay, and telling us how to live, and setting the standard for us, because we are the standard. There would be no standard if there were no people. Let's just be clear. They cannot control anything that is not in existence. We exist. Okay? And as long as we exist, they're going to always try to control every single thing or aspect in our lives. And we cannot let them do that. We have to put our foot down. Even if you're secretly learning and doing research and doing the inner work, do it. We don't have a lot of time. I mean, they're literally getting ready to do they're really getting ready to do the unthinkable. Okay? I'm talking about the worst thing you can think of. I mean, look at the whole jab situation, okay, that happened not too long ago. Ringing any bells? Okay? A jab situation that took over our lives for about 2-3 years. We were worried, like sick. I mean, that's the type of power that they have. They can create these jab situations, and we just move however we were supposed to. I mean, I gotta tell you, when I was going to the store for weeks and weeks, everything was empty. I mean, I couldn't even get no tissue. I couldn't find no tissue. It's really different out here. I mean, I would say it's getting bad out here, but it's already been bad. I mean, I'm not living in La La Land. I understand what's going on. As much as they want people like us to be quiet and just go with the status quo and do what we're supposed to do and be as programmed as possible. I'm fucking tired. I mean, I feel like when you're running in a rat race, you're gonna get exhausted at some point, you know? You get tired of saying you're okay when you're not okay, going to work, putting on a smile, putting on the front, like everything's great. And everything's great, you know? I'm all right. You know, I just have to make it through this day. And those are the type of thoughts that I used to have when I was working a 9 to 5. That's a whole nother subject, whole nother story, but we're going to get into that on another video, another setting time. But be strong, okay? You're not alone. Keep going, keep pushing, keep moving. Gotta keep moving. That's what they say. Gotta keep moving, okay? But be strategic with your moves, okay? This is chess. This is not checkers, okay? When you're playing, you gotta know you're playing to win, okay? Whether we're winning in this generation or the next, or the next, or the next, okay? We need to unify. Every brown, every melanated person in the world, okay? That's one way we're going to make it through this war, okay? We are at war, okay? This is not peaceful protests, okay? There's really people out here protesting, but nothing's peaceful anymore. Nothing should be peaceful. I mean, it's going to get really bad, okay? It's going to get really bad out here. I mean, I'm talking about things are going to change. They're changing laws right now. People are worried about the wrong things, okay? They're worried about who's saying what, who's the president in the office, and who's going to win, the Democrats or the Republicans. And let me ask you a question. When has anything really changed for the minorities, for real, when anybody was in office? Let me tell you a secret. They give you small, tiny bit of cookie crumbs and they ask you to eat. And you know, we eat the cookies crumbs because you know, it's cookie crumbs. They think of us as test rats. They think of us as experiments. We are experiments to them. You need to understand that nobody ain't gonna save us. Nobody's coming to save us. We gotta save ourselves. You want to save yourself? You need to be real. Open your eyes. Understand reality. Okay? Because if all you want to do is work until you die, pay bills until you die, okay, be my guest. Okay? But for the people who want more for their lives, for their kids' lives, for the generation to come, for the next generation, I mean, I care. Everybody is gonna care. And like I said, whatever resonates with you, resonates. But I feel like I gotta be real. I'm wasting my time being fake. I've been wasting my time for years being fake. I mean, I don't have a lot of time left to waste. When you feel like you've been wasting your time for a while, you start to be real with yourself. That reflection in the mirror. Oh my God. I had something on my chin the fucking whole time. Damn. That's gonna suck.